my name is Ashley with Viva Vinyasa Yoga. Welcome to this intermediate to advanced practice on binds. We're going to go ahead and get started off in child's pose. Toes come to touch, knees wide. Reach your fingertips towards the top of the mat and situate your hips back. And then just find nice, long, steady breathing here. Maybe roll the head from side to side. And then keeping the right hand as it is, you're going to take your left arm and thread it under, working to drop that left shoulder blade towards the mat. And then switch over to the opposite. It's left palm forward, right under. And then travel back in through center. Pressing through the palms, rolling forward into a tabletop, shoulders in line with the wrist, and then stacking the knees with the hips, separate the feet. We're just going to move through cat-cow, warm up the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and tuck the chin. 2 more times. Inhale as we look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Last one. And then finding a neutral spine, kick your right foot out at an angle, left leg extends out long, right hand is down. You're going to take your left hand to the back of your head. Now look up at the elbow and notice where it is in space. Can you roll it a little further back and press your head into the hand, work that opposition. Now we're going to take the elbow and drop it down, and then utilize the shoulder to roll it back. 2 more times, drop it down, and then roll it open. Last time. Roll it open, hold it there. Take the left hand and reach it up towards the sky. Take the hand and turn it away from you, so palm faces away. And then without touching your back, bend the elbow and place the hand up as high as you can on the back. So it's not actually touching, it's hovering. Keep contracting and drawing it in. And then reach the hand up towards the sky. And then we're going to place the left palm down and just simply switch sides. Take your left leg, kick it out at an angle, right leg extending out long. Take your right hand behind your head. Same as before, can you roll the elbow back as you look up? Press the hand and the head against one another. Now 3 times, we drop the elbow down, and then we lift it up. 2 more times, drop it down, and then lift it up. Last time here. Roll it open and stay just like this. Take the hand and reach it up towards the sky. Turn the palm to face away, really spread the fingertips nice and wide, and then start to bend the elbow. Without touching the back, just let the arm slide up, and then keep contracting as you roll the shoulder blade back. And then release that contraction, hand reaches up towards the sky, and then right palm travels down to the mat. Right leg meets the left, tuck the toes and lift downward facing dog. Pedal out through the heels, shift a little bit from side to side. And then we're going to shift the weight forward into a plank. Lower all the way down to the belly, untuck the toes. Take your left arm, bring it out into a cactus. Left cheek to the mat, right to the sky. You're going to stack the hips as you start to roll over. Think about pressing the right hand into the mat. Maybe right foot comes to the mat behind you. And last breath here. And then use the core, protect the lower back. Right leg meets the left if it wasn't already there. Roll onto the belly, and we just switch sides. Right arm's in that cactus shape, left palm to the mat. Stack the hips and roll. Left foot perhaps traveling behind you as knee bends. And then transition back through center. Come onto the belly, bring your hands right about where the chest would be, roll the elbows back. We're going to do this 2 more times. Shoulders roll forward and then roll them back. Last one, roll them forward, roll them back, and keep the shoulders down. Tuck the toes under, use the core, not the lower back, and press all the way up into a plank to downward facing dog. Walking to the top of the mat, it's a forward fold. Deepen through the knees, interlace the fingers back behind you, and try to get the chest down. Try to get the palms to touch as well. And then be cognizant of which thumb is on top, because we're going to switch it here in a bit. And then releasing that bind. Halfway lift and lengthen. Palm the mat, right leg is forward, left leg is back. Runner's lunge, reach your hands back behind you. Keep on this lunge, reach your hands out in front of you, and then cactus the arms. We're gonna reach the hands out in front of us, palms face in, cactus the arms, palms face down. And we'll take one more just like this. Arms forward, and then arms open to a cactus. Think about rolling the shoulder blades up. Now we lift the chest up, keep the arms in the shape that they are. Back knee still pressing up towards the sky. We find traditional high crescent, reach it up. It's warrior two, heel to heel alignment, open up the arms. Peaceful warrior, left hand down, right hand back. Check in where that arm is in space, make sure it's not rolling forward, roll it back. And then just drop the right elbow to thigh. We'll modify it for starters. Left hand up and over the ear. Without puffing the chest forward, keep that navel in. Left hand inside of the foot, lift your back heel, we twist, right hand lifts. And then right hand drops down to the mat. Send it back, downward facing dog, pedaling from side to side. And then finding stillness, come all the way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, bind the hands back behind you, opposite thumb on top, and then drop your chest down. Try to get the palms to touch here. Make sure you got that nice little bend through the knees. We're not so focused on the hamstrings here. We're really focused on opening up through the shoulders. And then releasing the hands down to the mat, find a halfway lift. Dropping the hands, left leg is forward, right leg is back. Reach your hands back behind you, palms face in. Now reach your hands out in front of you, keep the palms facing in. And then bring the arms to that cactus shape, palms down. Reach the hands out in front. And then arms to a cactus. Keep that nice lunge through the front leg. We'll call it one more here. Reach the hands forward. And then cactus the arms. Can you lift the elbows up? High crescent. Keep that shape of the arms. Sink the hips nice and low. And then reach the hands up towards the sky. Warrior two. Heel to heel alignment. Open up. Peaceful warrior. Modified side angle, elbow to thigh, right hand up and over the ear. And then right hand comes to the inside of the foot, lift the back heel, twist it, reach that left hand up. And then left hand comes to the outside of the foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Taking the right leg, reach it up towards the sky. Step the foot in between the hands, it's warrior two. Back heel down, open up the arms. Peaceful warrior extension back. And then traditional side angle, we start to add on that bind element. Right hand is down, left hand reaching over, interlacing the fingers behind. We have a nice hold here. Look over your left shoulder if possible. This is a lot through the neck. Just look down to the mat. And last one. Releasing it, both hands inside of the foot, lift your back heel, twist, left hand down, right hand reaches up to side plank. Left foot stays down, take your right foot, bring it out in front of you like a kickstand, reach the hand up towards the sky. Right hand reaching up and over the ear, puff the hips up. We drop the hips down as we reach it back. Reach the hand up and over, lift the hips, and then drop it down as we reach back. Last, we'll call it one. Reach it up and over. Turn the right palm to the mat. Turn the right toes in slightly. Left foot mirrors the shape of the right. It's Malasana at the middle of the mat. Elbows press against the thighs. We're going to get a little bit more open here. One side's going to feel a little bit more open than the other. So just take it nice and slow here. We'll hold for 2 more breaths. And last one. Here's your challenge. Bring the palms to the mat, start to come up onto the right and left tiptoes. Left foot steps to the back of the mat, draw the right toes in. Isometric hold. And then reach that leg up towards the sky. Place it down. Right foot meets the left. Left leg, reach it up towards the sky. We switch sides. Knee to nose. Step the foot in between the hands. It's warrior two. Back heel down, open up. Peaceful warrior, extend back. Side angle, already adding that bind on, left hand under, right hand over. So the hips are going to want to press out. Can you tuck the hips under and then keep that front knee in line with the ankle, roll the right shoulder blade open. Last few breaths. And then both hands inside of the foot. Lift the back heel, we twist. Right hand is down, left hand up. Drop onto the back heel, left foot comes out in front of you like a kickstand. Keep the hips puffing up, left hand reaches up and over your ear. We tap the hips down as we reach it back. Reach it up, and then lower. It's up and down. Last time, reach it up and over the head. And then turn the left palm to the mat. Turn left toes in slightly. Right foot mirrors the shape of your left. It's that Malasana shape. Should feel a little bit more even now, right? If you want to move into crow, palm the mat, situating the hips more towards the middle. Bring the knees to the back of the arms, gripping through the fingertips. Start to lift the right leg. Maybe you start to travel the left leg into join. And then if you have that, ground the feet down, hold it there. Make sure you're still at the middle of the mat. And you're going to place the palms on the mat, come onto the tiptoes. Left foot stays in as you send the right leg back. Can you lift the toes up? Hold it, contract it in. And then send it back, downward facing dog. One more breath like this. Taking that right leg, reach it up towards the sky. Step the foot in between the hands. It's peaceful warrior. Back heel down, windmill all the way up and back. Side angle with your bind. Right hand under, left hand over. Option now to move into bird of paradise. Left foot grounds. Come onto the right tiptoes. Slowly, with control, find a drishti or focal point to keep you in this. I know that's hard for me too. Rise up. And then start to extend that right leg out long. Maybe it's just getting up, right? Once you have that extension, really hold, stay firm, and then we release it out. Both hands come to the inside of the foot. Lift your back heel. Left hand down, right hand is high. Traditional side plank. Right leg, stack it on top of the left. Keep your right hand reaching up. Take the right hand, reach it up and over your ear. Elbow and knee, meet into tap, and then extend. Curl it in, and then reach it forward. Last time, curl in. Now pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Step to the right foot at the corner of the mat. Both hands inside of the foot. Drop the back heel down. Catch your breath. You can stay on the hands. You can drop down to the elbows here. We're going to play with this posture a little bit more here in a moment, but just allow that hip to open. And last one. Staying on the elbows or on the palms, you're going to start to rotate left shoulder blade, forward, right back. Reaching the right hand back behind you, reaching and grabbing hold of that foot, curl it in towards the glute. Turn the right toes out just slightly here so that the ankle and knee are in line. And then release. Prop up onto the elbows and onto the hands if you're not already there. Tuck the toes, turn the right toes forward. Lift that back knee off of the mat. Now take that right foot just as before, curl it in towards the shoulder. Now we tap it to the wrist and we lift it up. It's down and up. Last time, lift up, hold it there, and then thread it underneath the left arm. Fallen star, reach your left hand up towards the sky. And the left palm travels down to the mat. We meet at downward facing dog, hips back. And then taking that left leg, reach it up towards the sky. Knee to nose, step the foot in between the hands, peaceful warrior. Back heel down, windmill up and over. Side angle with your bind. Perhaps moving into bird of paradise here, right leg comes forward, rise onto left tiptoes. Find that contraction, lift up. I know one side's a little easier for me than the other. And then extend if you have that. Try to keep and maintain. And then when you're ready, if you have that bird of paradise, transition out. Both hands inside of the foot, lift the back heel. Right hand is down, left hand is up. To side plank, left leg stacks on top of the right. Take the left hand, reach it up and over your ear. 5 times, curl into tap, and then reach. It's actually 3. It's in and out. Last one, I got you guys. Curl it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse and hold it. Now step the foot to the left edge of the mat. Both hands inside of the foot. Drop your back knee down and tuck the toes. Staying on your palms or dropping onto your elbows. And then when you're ready, you can stay on the hands or on the elbows, turn your left toes out, left shoulder reaching back, grabbing hold of that foot, curling it in towards you. See if you can curl it in as you look over your left shoulder. And then release it down. Turn the left toes forward, come up onto the palms, tuck your right toes, lift that back knee. Now, left foot, it curls in. We tap it to the wrist, and then tap it to the chest. Knee to wrist, knee to chest. One more time. And then curl it in through center, extend that leg up towards the sky, thread it underneath that right arm. Fallen star, left hand down, right hand reaches up towards the sky. And then right hand comes down, it's downward facing dog. Coming down to the knees, untuck the toes, hands to the top of the thighs. It's a lot, I know. Roll the wrists out for a moment, especially if you're feeling that there. Left hand can hold the right wrist, just rinsing that all the way up and all the way down. One more time with that opposite hand if you're taking that. And then all the way down. Hands come to the top of the mat, tuck the toes. When you're ready, it's downward facing dog. We're going to come back to that position that we were just in. So right leg reaches up, step the foot to the outside edge of the hands. It's lizard. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. So we're going to play with this here for a moment. Hands, you're going to want to start to bring them underneath the navel. So find where the navel is and then place that, imagine in your mind, on the mat. Firmly plant through the palms, and you're going to try to put that right leg on top of your shoulder like a backpack. Some of you are probably like, what is she even saying, right? We just play with this. Right leg stacking on the right shoulder. Lifting the back toes, and then tucking the toes under, lifting the knee. Now it's a little bit of a weight shift forward, so the right leg can release, and then weight coming forward, see if you can start to lift that left leg up towards the sky. The hardest part is just getting that right leg off. I promise you that's the hardest part. I'll give you a few more moments here to play with that. And then release it out. Take your right foot and walk it over to the corner of the mat. Here's your bit of a break. Walk it to the left corner, drop the knee down. You're in a pigeon stance. Sit up nice and straight. Right fingertips come forward. Left arm threads under. Drop to the shoulder. Take the right hand and reach it up towards the sky. Bring it behind the back and reach and grab a hold of your left foot. Here's a bind. You have 3 more. Taking the hands right where the shoulders would be, if you have that bind, come up. Bring your hands to the fingers, start to just lift the chest up. If you want a little bit more, tuck the back toes and slide that knee back. You're going to curl left leg in towards you and then draw it in towards the glute. You could stay just like this, holding onto the foot. If you want more, you can place that foot to the crease of your left arm. Left hand should be nice and released. Right hand can come up and over as you find that hook, right? Maybe that's not for you today. I know it's a little tender in my back. So I'm just going to take this here. And then releasing left leg without slingshotting it. Nice and slow down. Palm the mat. Make sure the fingers are facing forward. Tuck left toes, right toes meet it, downward facing dog. Now just hold for a moment. Press the hips back. Notice. Maybe there's just a little bit of tingling sensation in one leg more than the other, right? We've got a little bit more movement going on. And then when you're ready, we just switch sides. Left leg lifts up. Place left foot to the left side edge of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Now, your favorite posture. We're going to wrap that left leg over our left shoulder like we're putting that backpack on. Wrap it over. And for this side, I like to come onto the heel, and you may find that to be a little bit easier. Lifting the toes, heel lift, or grounding the toes, heel lifting. Wrap it over you, ground through the fingertips, and then walk the foot in so that you get this nice hook, and then back leg starts to lift up, right? Maybe, maybe not today. Just play with that. Otherwise, you're staying here, you're working on that expansion. And then take your left leg and walk it to the corner of the mat. When you're ready, it's pigeon. Take your left hand and reach it forward. Right arm comes under, drop to the shoulder. Left hand reaching over the body. And last here. Come back through center. Palm the mat. Then the fingers find that lift of the chest. Option, maybe left hand stays down, right hand reaches back to grab a hold of the foot. If you want to bring it to the crease of your arm, by all means go there. If mermaid's in your practice and you want that bind, make that happen. And then we release the hold of the back foot. Drop that left glute down, and you're going to swing your right leg out in front of you. So now we're in a seated position. Bottoms of the feet come together. Slide them in close to you. Hold on to the feet. Sit up nice and straight. Full breath in. On the exhale, just let the chest come forward and down. You can use the elbows to encourage the inner thighs a little bit further open. You can sway from side to side. Last one here. And then coming back up through center via our last seated posture, right foot comes to that corner left top edge of the mat, and left foot mirrors the shape just directly behind you. You're going to sit up straight here in the straddle, bring your hands out in front of you, and then just start to reach forward, and then use the core, pull it back. Reach it forward, and then use the core, pull it back. Last time, reach as far as you can forward, and then without any tension, just let the head drop. You could use your hands, right? Make fists. Use the hands as a little bit of a prop for your head. You could drop the head down and the chest down, but without any force here, right? We just play with what works for us today. This really is a very playful practice. Lots of movement, right? If you find yourself getting frustrated with these postures, see if you can let some of that go and just focus on having a little bit of fun here. And then you're going to bring yourself back up, walk your hands over to the left leg, and then drop your chest down. And then come back up through center, half moon all the way over to the right side, lift the chest, then drop the chest down. And then come back up. Take your hands to that left leg, left hand to the outside of your left leg, and you're going to stack left knee on top of the right knee. So the left foot is moving off to the right. Stack the right leg underneath it as we bend the knees for the shoelace pose. Hips at the middle of the mat. Sit up nice and straight, and then fold it forward. And then make your way back up. We switch sides. Hands come behind you, fingers face forward. Right leg stacks on top of the left, feet move in opposite directions. Lengthen the chest and then fold forward. If you want a little bit more, you can bring the shins parallel to the top edge of the mat. It's going to give you a bit more sensation into the hips. And then come back up through center. Take your legs, bring the feet to the mat, uncross them. Toes to the mat, knees up to the sky, hips at the middle of the mat. Hold on to the back of the legs and then slowly roll back. Draw the knees in towards the chest. And then just make circles with the knees. Move them in one direction. And then just switch that direction. You're getting over that SI joint. And then come back through center. Let the left leg reach out long. Hold on to the bottom of the right foot on the outside edge. So you're finding this half happy baby. Encourage right shoulder blade down. And then release the right leg. We switch over to the opposite side. Left leg curls in. Hold on to the outer blade of the foot. Think about the foot facing up towards the sky. Knee on that left side down. Feet flexed. And then left leg meets the right. Close the eyes. Turn the palms up. Finding yourself a moment of rest. Just relax and settle. If you have more time, I encourage you, maybe you just stay like this. Otherwise, if you're ready to transition out, slowly start to move your hands and your feet. And then rolling over onto your side on that nice fetal position. And then pressing up to a seated position, eyes closed, bring your hands to prayer. And just acknowledging how great your body is, how much you can do, how much maybe there's still to learn, but finding gratitude for the ability just to play. With that in heart, drawing hands to third eye center. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for coming to this class, having a bit of fun with me, exploring some new postures perhaps. I hope to see you in a class very soon.